we're on the Fox River, the northern Fox, not the southern Fox. A lot of minnows in the water. This is somewhere between Montello and Princeton. Princeton Lock and Dam. This is the smaller channel, and that's the bigger channel over there with the actual dam. So I'm gonna fish this place for big flatheads. I'm gonna try to get a couple of bluegills first, but let's see what we can get here. This is the first time I've come up to the Fox at this point. This is still the upper Fox River before Lake Winnebago. I've fished at Day Pier and places near Green Bay, but let's see what we can get here. I'll probably try fishing here later at night. Toss a piece of a worm out there. It's a big weight. Probably more than I need, but it's fine. The water's fairly deep there. Very calm. Could be some decent fish there. Or not. I just saw a fish splash, so I'm guessing there's some decent fish here. Hopefully a worm will catch them. Throw one here in the slack water to the main river. Use a 4-ounce weight. And hopefully something bites. There's probably some pretty big fish here, honestly. And there's a lot of structure downstream, so it's a lot of like stuff here probably at night, but during the day, hopefully something bites it. It's actually decently deep in there. There we go, that's a good spot right there. Maybe not. There's not as many snags as I thought. There's a couple of rocks down there, but it's not as bad as I would have guessed. So I've got a decent worm up on there, and just gonna throw it in there and see what we can get. It's a little more windy than I would have liked, but I can't complain. Nice weather, really glad to be out. And yeah, I don't really drive this far up usually, but maybe I can get something here. I've heard that this place is good for bass, good for maybe some walleyes, and maybe I can get some white bass or something, or even a bluegill. I could definitely use some bluegill bait, but yeah, wouldn't mind a couple of bluegill. I can see a couple of minnows swimming out, which means there's plenty of bait fish here, and if there's plenty of bait fish, there should be other bigger fish here. I see them in the water, schools of minnows. Looks like I got one by the dam side. Yep, it's a tiny one, but it will do. That'll start my bait bucket for today. Got a little Timmy on the hook. Gonna toss him out there, and hopefully a big fish will pick him up. I always feel confident tossing with sunfish than with other things. Get a couple more of these sunfish. They're probably by the rocks on the shore over there. So hopefully we can get some more. I do need more bait for flathead or channels or whatever fish are in here. I know walleye will eat them too if they're small enough. I think my bobber went under again. It's another fish. Yeah, it's tiny. Is it it's another sunfish? No, it's actually a smallie. It's a tiny smallmouth. See you, smallie. Threw the bobber down on this side and got a hit almost immediately. Oh, this one's a lot bigger. That's a king gill. That's a king gill. All right. That might be cut bait because I think he swallowed the hell out of it. But yeah, it's like an 8-inch gill. Very nice, very nice. I'm looking for a giant catfish, so this might actually just work. All right, nighttime now on the Fox. We got 2 poles here by the waterfall and one way over there by some bush branches. Got minnows on that one, worms on this one, and a big bluegill on this one. Something took one of my other gills, probably was a turtle, and didn't really hook. I'm hoping to get something big here. It is nighttime. And this place does look really flatheady, but I haven't caught anything yet. Finally got something on top of the dam, but unfortunately I think it's a turtle. And I think it's one of the mean snappers. It's acting like one for sure. Oh no, it's a catfish. Oh, that's a decent sized flathead. Oh yeah, flathead guttlefish. Yeah, okay. I don't know where, I don't really know. I thought that was a turtle because it was just not really moving, but it's a flathead guttlefish, and it's actually a decent sized one too. It's not bad at all. But now that I see it, it's probably like a 15-pounder. So they're not below the dam. It seems like they're not really below the dam. They're indeed above the dam. This guy's not gonna quit fighting for a while. Looks like this guy is not gonna quit fighting for a while. Oh wow, oh wow. Still taking quite a bit of drag. But I saw it and it wasn't huge, but it wasn't small. It wasn't like tiny. Not as big as the one at the Dells, or probably about the same size as the one at the levee. Maybe 12 to 15 is my guess. But I got one at least, and it's a fighter. It's a fighter. Thought it was a turtle, but better flathead than turtle any day of the week. Better flathead than the turtle. There it is, flathead guttlefish. Can't let it go under the, can't let it go in there. So yes, We got one. We got a flathead. Sweet. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. It's a hefty boy. That is a hefty boy. I think I'm actually gonna have to go get my net, because I don't think I can just bring this one up. Oh yeah. Okay, flathead guttlefish. Gatto your way on the shore. That's a decent one. That's definitely a decent one. Not a giant one, but not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see if I can just slide it up here. Probably pretty close to, that's pretty close to a 20 actually. That is pretty close to a 20. Worth it to come here. Drove an hour, get 20 pounds. Oh no! No! I lost it! No! Oh, disappointment. Got another one on the other side, and this one's taking a lot of drag. I do not think that is the bluegill, folks. Man, these flatheads, they're kind of shifty, honestly. The gato fish are really kind of shifty here. Like most catfish, like they don't, most gato fish, yeah, most catfish, like they just take it and like run. These catfish, they just like take it, sit on the bottom and don't go anywhere. So this is gonna be pretty hard reeling up in current. He's taking a lot of drag. And this is not the pole with a huge amount of string, unfortunately. This time I'm not gonna make the same mistake of trying to lift it out of the water with the string, because these hooks aren't very, well, this hook's actually quite a bit bigger than the other one. This one was the bluegill. So yeah, this is a good night now. This one actually feels bigger than the other one, but that could just be because it's in current. Yeah, it's a flathead. Might be about the same size as the other one. So it makes up for me losing the other 20 pounder. Sort of. I mean, the current's pretty strong. Oh, come on. The current is pretty strong. Yeah, this place is pretty flatheady. This current is very, very strong. I got 50-pound braid, so it shouldn't be that much of a problem, but this current's strong. I gotta pull him on the side. Just, oh my God, he's taking so much drag. That's a gigantic walleye, it's a flathead. Need him to not snag me on the side somewhere, which is very, very possible considering where he is. Right, no, this one might be smaller than the other one actually. It's just hard to pull in because of the current. I'm gonna have to try to pull him the other way, because the other one was a good 20 pounds, but it didn't feel that tough because like it was calm upstream. This one, this is not a flathead. Something else actually took my bluegill. That's what the heck? That's a carp. It's a big one, but it's a carp. How the heck did the carp eat my bluegill? How did the carp eat my bluegill? That doesn't, I'm sure that's a common. That's not a flat. I was almost sure it was a flathead because it took my bluegill, but apparently carp like to eat bluegills. I mean, I wish it was a flathead. Unless a flathead is shaped like that flathead is shaped like a carp, it's definitely a common. Yeah, that's a carp. What the heck? This was the one with a bluegill on it. No way. No freaking way. Carnivorous carp. Or that could just be a carp-shaped muskie. But muskies don't use, oh no, it is a flathead. What is it? Oh man, I can't tell if that has to be a catfish, because it kind of looked like a carp from the back. But oh man, it's really giving me a tough time, whatever it is. Yeah, no, it is a carp. But carps don't eat bluegills. Do they? That's strange, bro. That is strange. The carp ate my bluegill, which is really weird. Unfortunately, that was the only bluegill I actually had. It's a flathead guttle carp. Man, they must be really hungry. They're gonna eat like a bluegill. I've never had one eat my bluegill before. But yeah, this guy doesn't want to give up. I might be fighting this dude all day long. This dude ate my freaking bluegill. It's been like a 5-minute fight so far. Lost the flathead, but I got another big fish. And this time it's a carpio. I need to go over here and not fall into the fox. Because it's actually pretty deep here. Just, let me see this guy. Yeah, it's a big carp. Do I have him by the tail? Oh, I snagged him in the current. That's how that happened. Okay. That makes a lot more sense now. I'm like, there's no way a carp like ate my bluegill. Still kind of sucks that my bluegill's gone though, but snagged a monster carp here. I guess he's not that much of a monster, but it's a pretty good carp. All right, common carpio. All right, finally got it in the net. It's probably gonna be my PB carp. Not as big as I thought, but still a very nice PB. 18-pound carp, 18-pound common. I think like my other one was like 16. Well, no, actually, like I'm not gonna count the one. Well, I guess I should count the one when I was like much younger at 23, but 18-pound carp, really large. Yes, it was foul hooked, but it's still a nice fish. All right, we're gonna let this massive carp go. Wish it was 1 or 2 pounds heavier so I can finally break the 20 for carp. I mean, that was like back in like New York and someone else pulled it up for me, but this one, very, very big carp, a couple of pounds bigger than the ones I've been catching at Lake Wisconsin, but very, very nice. 18 pounds, not quite 20, but I will take it. I'm gonna release it here, even though there's a lot of gar here, because a gar will not want to eat a giant carp. At least I don't think they want to. Okay, carp. I think it needs to revive. I'm gonna help it revive a little bit here. So the gar don't really eat it. I think I'm gonna give him a bit of a nudge. See if that'll help. And getting into the deeper water, I think, should actually help. I mean, carp, this should be deep enough water for carp to get over. I mean, yeah. Nice carp there. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. There he goes. See ya, carp. We're gonna change up our strategy since we did actually catch a flathead guttlefish here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna obviously sling one here where we caught the guttlefish. We're gonna sling one below the small dam and then keep the other one close to the rapids. I lost all my bluegills because getting that carp actually caused me to lose all my bluegills, unfortunately. But I've got a lot of worms here and we're gonna catch us a big fish, hopefully. Here we go. Well, it's gonna move, but I think I got another fish here by the rapids. It's a drum. It's kind of what I thought it was. Freshwater drum on my worms. Hopefully they don't eat all my worms, but hey, at least I got a drum. It's another fish. Still upset I lost the flathead, but decent sized drum, so I'll take it, I'll take it. All right, little drum here. I'll let him back in the water. See you, drum. There it goes. Okay, we moved downstream, followed the trail behind the dam, and there's a laydown right there. I have one bait close to it. I think there's a laydown over there, so I'm throwing this way. There's another spot way over there, which I may try later on, but right now we're gonna just try this spot with a lot of worms, because that's all I got left. When I run out of bait, I will leave. And yeah, I have the other pole right there on the other channel, and there is like kind of a log over there. So hopefully we can catch a flathead here. Also, someone left like a dead carp here that's like kind of rotting. Don't do that, please. Like, I usually pick other people's messes up, but that thing's like dead and rotting and I don't want to touch it. Something has taken this in the lily pads. Oh, what do you know? It's a small one. It's a channel guttlefish. Ah, small channel cat. Did not expect it, but hey, a channel guttlefish. No big flatheads, but I got a channel. Well, I'm gonna throw one back out there and see if there's on this laydown and see if there's a bigger guttlefish here. There should be one. Very small channel. I'll see ya. While we do look for the guttlefish fish, that is not the size we're looking for. We are looking for one 100 times that size. And we lost like probably 15 pounder earlier today, so there's got to be something out there that's somewhat comparable. So we're just going to toss it out there. It's pretty shallow here, but I know big flatheads do actually live in shallow water because I've caught plenty in shallow water. So there we go. I moved down even a little bit more and immediately got a hit. It's either a drum or a very small flathead, and it ends up being a freshwater drum. All right, that takes care of this particular hook and bait because I don't have any more bait over here, but I still got another, well, no, actually the bait's safe, so we'll continue to go with this one. But freshwater drum, another one. All right, drum, see ya. Gonna switch it up a little bit, toss the worm with a weight, the other pole over here because it has more bait. I'm gonna toss it a little bit better than that. I want it close to the tree, but last time I tried that, I got it stuck to the tree. So closer to the tree as I can without getting it ultra stuck. I think that's okay. I think I got another fish. Does not look very big. It's probably another drum is my guess. Oh, it's a tiny channel gato fish. Interesting, interesting. A lot of stuff in that structure over there, but a tiny channel gato fish. Looks like that structure over there doesn't really have anything except for tiny fish. Maybe it'll have a big one. I'm gonna toss my last bait over there and see how it works from that big pole. All right, see ya, gato fish. All right, we're gonna basically take our last bait because everything towards that wood structure has actually been eaten within a couple of minutes. And essentially, well, never mind. We are completely out of bait because something took that. All right, time to go home, folks. Time to go home. Well, we're going home now. Just a brief summary of the video. We lost like a 15 to 20 pound flathead. I had it right by the shore. Should have went to go like 20 yards to get my net, but I was hoping to basically just like pull it up enough to where I can just grab it by the mouth. But unfortunately, the hook straightened out before I could do that. So a little bit upset I didn't get that fish, but we did get a 18 pound carp. Got a couple of small channels, a couple of drums, and a lot of bluegill. I did hook a crappie, but it got off the hook as well. So yeah, in terms of like flatheads, I'd say like above the dam, there's like right above the dam, like where it goes in, and like there's a couple of wood piles around here that you could actually try to get the flatheads in. And below the dam's okay as well, but I didn't really have any luck. I did see a guy pull in like, you know, a couple of channels definitely below the dam while I was coming and he was leaving. So maybe channels during the day above the dam, and then channels below the dam during the day, and then flatheads above the dam at night. The side channel didn't really get me anything. I saw like a lot of gar in that side channel, so I was just like, you know what, don't really want to fish in there. Tried the side channel waterfall as well, didn't get anything there. But yeah, a lot of the side channel during the day, very good for bluegills. If you just fish like a couple of wood piles downstream. And above the dam, there's several wood piles, and there are pretty good flathead catfish action here. I'm just kind of pissed off. I lost like the 15 to 20 pounder, but I still got one big fish, still had a lot of fun. And now I know Princeton a little bit more, so I may be back probably next year. It is about an hour and a half away from me. So it's about 2 o'clock in the morning and I gotta go. So I will see you in the next episode. Also, I lost some equipment here. I definitely need to buy some heavier weights. So if you want to support me, help me buy some stuff for fishing. There's that $sign at the bottom of this video. Donate a couple of bucks, buy me a coffee, or, you know, buy me some new fishing equipment. Not really poles or anything, but a couple of weights, because 4-ounce weights, can't lose them in mass, they're not cheap. I will see you guys later.